Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
KK Crochet.
Welcome back, and today is a catch-up. I know when you're seeing this, you're going to think that I'm not telling the truth when I say I didn't do anything this past week really with crochet, but it really is the truth. And you know, we mass record and so batch record, so by the time you guys see it and it's back to back, it looks like I didn't miss a beat, but I really did. I had life. I got sick with a stomach flu, and nobody wants to crochet when you're sick with that, and nobody wants anything you made when you're sick like that, so you know. And then, but in between times, I did find time to do some other things, and so I'm going to show you some things I was working on, and I'm trying to remember. First of all, I need to remember what this pattern is to tell you all. I'll have to look it up, but anyway, I did this hat. And it was one I found on, I don't think it's YouTube. I think this was just online. And I wanted to try the two colors. And I can't remember which one I did first. I'm looking at the ones I did. But I think it might have been this one. I thought the blue and gray would be pretty together. And I just like this pattern a lot. I've got to figure out where it came from. So we'll talk about that in a minute. And then, of course, I had these colors, which was a red heart. I don't know. You all probably know better than I do. It's one of those red heart, yeah, I can't even think of what it's called. Help me, somebody in the comments. Maybe. But it's got all the different colors in it, and I really want to see how that would work up. I really like the way that worked up. I may have to try and do another one like that. I wish that the bottom brim would have been all one color, but instead it's red on one side and orange on the other. But again, same stitch, same hat. Same hat again, this time in double greens. It's got my hair all over it. Hair is free. Yeah. That's actually a grass green. I don't know why it's showing up that sagey looking color, because that's not it. That's a grass green and a Grinch green. And then this may have been actually the first one I did. Black and gray. And I do remember that while I was doing this, at the end, they were telling you when you start the new round. Been so long since I did a video, I can't even remember how to talk. When you start the new round, to like chain one and do something weird, and that's not what I did, because that gave me, yeah, this is the first one, because see that janky stuff in the back? I don't like that. Let me see one of those other ones I already did. And I was doing it the way they said, and then this is a little bit better. That's me doing it my way. It's still not quite better, but it's not as bad. But they wanted you to chain one. I didn't do that. I do a double stack. Is it double stack? Stack double crochet, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure. It's where you do a single crochet and then you slip into the leg of the single crochet and do another single crochet on top, and it makes like a double crochet without making a double crochet. And that's what I was doing when I did mine, instead of the chain one and all that mess. And then this one, I think this one's just double crochet. I was just goofing around. I'm pretty sure. It looks a little different, but it looks like at the end that I did like, this actually may have been one I shown before. I don't know. But I did like a chain one slip stitch all the way around the edge. But it's a hat. These are for BMO, by the way. And then just a basic green one, because I was trying to get caught up. And so that brings the total so far to, drum roll, I gotta find it in my notes. Hold on. Maybe 36. So that we have done 36 total, Kristen and I together, for this year. And we are collecting hats for BMO, and if you don't know what that is, you can go check out our BMO playlist and it'll explain it for you. We also have a Facebook page called Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. And yeah, so that's where we are with that. I need to find and tell you what that pattern is for the hat, and give me a second. Yeah, I shouldn't do this like this, right? I should have this stuff done, but like I told y'all, yep. I gotta find it. I don't know where it's at. I will find that pattern and let you know. I really, really liked it. It's basically like a granny stitch, and then you go through, and when you go through the second time, you do a single crochet or something as you go across. But I will find it and let you know and put it in the description box so you can see. I really like the double color, like play on colors. If you have scraps, that works up really quickly because I use scraps for that hat, and especially for the single crochet row that you're doing through there, it works up super quick, and so you don't have to have that much, because the one I did with the red heart stripe yarn, I had very little, and I probably have enough to do another hat. So I like that, being able to combine your scraps and use them up to make hats. So I will find the pattern. I apologize for not knowing what that is. Okay guys, I had to pause the video. That was driving me nuts because I can't stand not to have the information for you when I'm showing you the pattern. So this is made by
Hooked by Homemade Happiness, or Hooked on Homemade Happiness.
Hooked on Homemade Happiness. And it's called the Block Stitch Beanie. Show me that.
No, I don't buy some. Oh.
So that's what this is. Hooked on Homemade Happiness, the Block Stitch Beanie.
Yeah, Hooked on
So
Homemade
you can
Happiness.
see it has the the 3 double crochets, and then this is you know, like single crochet and stuff in between for the other row. So it's every other row. So very, very easy pattern. To me, it is a little time consuming. That's what I was going to tell you. It is a little time consuming because of changing colors, but here's how I avoid that. I float my color up. So that's the only place you can really see where I did it, and I don't know why that's like that. But I leave my color attached. I don't change it. So when I come around and I have to pick up this green, and then I come back to add the dark green in, I drop the light green and pick up the dark green and keep trucking. And then I pick up the light green when I come back. And that way I don't have to worry about all the ends and things like that. Because you can't even tell it. You can't see it. It's on the inside. That's the one little place you can tell right there. And I don't even know why that is. Maybe I switched how I was doing things midstream. I think this was the hat I did where I said, I don't want to chain one and then do that other stuff because it's leaving a mess. So I would say when you join, to join like you normally do, and do whatever you do. If you do a chain 3 or whatever you do for, you know, wherever it's at in there, I would do that kind of stuff and not worry about the way that they do that part. You know, when you're doing blankets and things and hats, the way that you start, you know, some of us start with a magic circle, some of us start with a chain 4. Do what you do is what I would say. And then we did find the other hat. Look, that's soft. That's Red Heart, isn't it? That is Red Heart, and again, hair is free.
Or it might be Premier.
No, that's Red Heart, I think. I don't know. It's very soft. Anyway, this is a hat that I did probably 2 months ago, but it got lost in transit somewhere around the way, and then we found it again. So that's part of the ones that we've already done too. And that was just simply doing, I think, every 5th stitch or something, I did a front post double crochet. So, yep, very, very soft. I love that. So that's the update for hats for us, and there will be another update that will come where we have received Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach package, and we'll talk about that in the future. I do need to get my our bee map together and get some bee stickers, and so that probably won't be before the update, but I will get it done. It's just been a delay. So I will get there. That's an hour away to get to that, and I've got to take care of that. But anyway, we hope you have a great day, and don't forget to be kind because
You don't know anybody else's journey.
Bye.
Bye, guys.